As you can see on the title, welcome to the Chase family. I want to tell you what credit card that I just got approved for about a week ago and why I say welcome to the Chase family. So stay tuned. My name is Jay, and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector, a subsidiary of Clear and Strategic. Now, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. I've done it all, from management to owning 2 debt collection companies. Over the last 10 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions regarding debt and credit. Now I want to be that person for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. Let's go. So first, I want to knock out some household items. Every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be going live to answer questions about credit and debt, as well as anything else. Yesterday was awesome, pretty awesome on the Tuesday that I just went live. I had a nice amount of people on there. A bunch of questions were asked, a bunch of questions were answered. And I'm excited about this. So tune in every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will go live to answer questions about credit and debt. Next, down below is a free letter bundle. This is to help you guys out on your credit journey. You'll get 3 letters. You'll get a Goodwill letter, which helps with late payments. You'll get a cease and desist letter, which helps with, obviously, collection companies harassing you and calling you all the time. And lastly, you'll get a pay to delete letter, which is a great letter to send to creditors if, in fact, you're going to pay a debt or you have to pay a debt. To delete the account off of your credit profile. So those letters are absolutely for free down below. Be sure to opt in for that. And then lastly, but most importantly, for those of you whose credit score is in the 4s, the 5s, or 6s, and you want to get into the 700 club, down below is a 20-minute free consultation. There is no obligation. Sign up for it. Let's see what I can do to help you get from where you're at to where you need to be. I state this all the time. Now is the time to invest in yourself. With inflation and the recession, which we're currently in. The best way to help yourself during those times is number one, to invest in yourself. And number 2, most importantly, start investing in yourself by building up your credit or getting your credit cleaned up. So down below is that. Sign up for that. Now, let's talk about Chase. So in the beginning of my credit journey, as I cleared up all the negative accounts on my credit profile, I think at this time span, I had a $10,000 personal loan. I had 1 credit card, and then I was an authorized user on a credit card with my wife. It was in the beginning, so probably about 5 years ago. At this time span, I'll be honest, I didn't necessarily have a plan on what credit cards to apply for and how to apply for credit cards or whatnot. At this time span, all I did was, I was like, okay, now my credit score is, I believe it's like at 740 or 750, and now it's time to start applying for credit cards. And still I was doing what most of us do, crossing my fingers and hoping I get approved for a specific credit card. So at this time, I just like you guys are doing now, I remember looking through YouTube and looking for credit cards to apply for. And at the time, Chase had the preferred card as well as the Sapphire card. Now, both of these cards, you have to pay an annual fee. The Sapphire card, I believe, is around $550, and the preferred card is around $995 a year to have the card. But the reason why I chose to try and apply for these is, number one, at the time when I had my debt collection company, I had my business account with them. So I figured, okay, they're seeing cash flow come in there. It'll be easy to get approved for. And the reason why I chose the preferred, as well as the Sapphire card, I was trying to choose which one I was going to do it, is because I was told that the cards that have the annual fees typically are going to give you a higher balance with regards to getting approved for. So I think I tried for the preferred card and I was denied for that card. And then obviously, because we work in tandem with the team, and I recommend this, if you guys have a significant other, as you're building up your credit, clean up each other's credit at the same time. And as you guys apply for credit cards, sometimes one person is going to get approved and the other person isn't. You just add them as an authorized user. But my wife, I told her to apply for the Chase preferred card, and she got approved for that card. And so, like I said in the beginning, authorized users are very, very key with regards to building credit. Like I've said before with my wife, when we were cleaning up each other's credit, her FICO score was always higher, and that's because she was an authorized user on a credit card that her mom had for over 15 years. And so as we start applying for credit cards, for the most part, it was almost a guarantee that she would get in. And for myself, I was just building, so it was iffy. So just because I had a great credit score didn't necessarily mean I would get approved for the cards, and that's what happened at that time span. So on this card in particular, when my wife got approved for her Chase account, she got approved for the Chase preferred account, and I didn't want to add as an authorized user on this card in particular just because they were going to charge a fee to add me as an authorized user on there, and I didn't want to pay for it, and I figured I'll start building out my credit, and American Express was the company that I went with to start building out my credit. So as time progressed, to be honest with you, I always had Chase in the back of my mind, but I sort of kind of forgot about them because, as you guys know, I have 8 accounts with American Express, so I just started building a rapport with that company. Now, I'll say it again. One of the things that I've learned in this journey with regards to building up my credit is you want to sort of kind of diversify, because like I expressed, I lost credit through Amex. American Express, they dropped some of my credit due to, not using the card. And because I was so heavy with them, it didn't make any sense with regards to that, because now as they start dropping the credit, typically they'll drop the credit on all your accounts, and because for the most part that's the only credit cards that I've had and the only people that I established credit with, I felt some kind of way. Now, before I actually lost the credit limit on my American Express, I did apply for the Chase credit card, and at this time I knew my credit was cool and I figured I could get approved for a credit card. I didn't want an annual fee one, and I figured, you know what, maybe I can get approved for a nice amount, 10 grand or something along those lines. And this is before I lost the credit through American Express. So I said, you know what, let me see what credit cards work, because now I'm strategically applying for credit cards that are going to actually benefit me. So when I looked, they had the Chase Freedom Sapphire, the Preferred, and then I saw the Freedom Unlimited card. And that card made a lot of sense to me at the time. They had 0% APR for 15 months, which means that you don't pay any interest on any charges that you make in the first 15 months, which was key. I always love those types of credit cards. So that when you're charging it, or if you do end up having to charge a little extra, then you have a certain amount of time to pay it back. Number 2, they were given 5 points for gas. And because we recently moved, the gas, 5 points per gas, we're driving a little further. My wife is commuting a little further, so I figured, you know what, this will be a great card with regards to that, as well as a few other things. The introductory rate with regards to not the introductory rate, but the bonus with regards to spending a certain amount of money on the card. Plus, I always wanted to get into Chase. And so as I was looking, I decided to apply for that Chase Freedom card, which I actually have right here. I was actually approved for it. They gave me 18 grand, which helped out because on the personal side with American Express at the time, I dropped $14,000 on the personal side, and then about another $10,000 on the business side, which doesn't affect my personal credit. And so as I lost the 14, I gained this 18, which gave me basically $4,000 extra. Every 6 months, I apply for a credit increase, and typically about once a year, I'll look at whatever credit cards are out there, and depending on what's going on in my life, what are the best deals to apply for a credit card, and obviously to get approved for. And so now it all makes sense. I'm not gonna be heavily just with American Express. I still love them. They gave me my first chance with regards to going, but now I have the Chase Freedom card, and 6 months from this, I will ask for a credit increase, and I'll let you guys know what will happen with regards to that. And then as time progresses, I will probably apply for their more prestigious credit cards if it makes sense for me with regards to credit. So that's why I have welcome to the Chase family. I'm excited that I did get this card right around the holidays. And then with 0% interest rate, we got the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving. My wife's birthday is coming up very soon, actually, next month on the 1st, and we'll be celebrating her and a bunch of other things. So I'll have this card and I'll use it responsibly and take care of some of those things, those expenditures, and pay them there, and then pay the money back because I use my credit cards like a debit card. So for those of you who may have a Chase card, put down and below what card that you have, what type of credit card that you have through Chase. I'm going to start building my repertoire with them 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, whether I'm applying for credit increases or adding credit cards. If you like some of the strategies that I'm telling you with regards to this and you want to learn it, credit repair is just not about cleaning up your credit. It's also about building credit, understanding credit, and so forth, so that way you don't end up in the same predicament that you ended up before. Down below is that 20-minute free consultation. Sign up for that. Don't forget about Tuesdays, going live at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to do that. And as always, if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. And as always, you be great.